AFTV still outside the London Stadium. This fan here has come all the way from the States for the game. Were you disappointed with what you saw from the Arsenal today?
Yeah, I was very disappointed. This was my first time ever at an Arsenal game, and I was hoping to get a good result. But because I'm American, I know what the real problem with this football club is, and that's
Which is what?
Stan Kroenke, an American. And I know as an American what Americans are like, and I know that he'll never sell the club. Alisher Usmanov tried to buy it, wouldn't sell.
What do you think is looking at his psyche in buying the club? Because, you know, he spent a lot of money now. He owns the whole club. It's a big, you know, he may not realise, but this is a huge, huge club in the world, and especially in this country. Do you think he has that mentality where he's looking and thinking, right, you know what, just be patient, Arsenal fans. I'm going to inject a lot in, and we can in the future win things.
How many years has he been the majority shareholder and he hasn't injected anything in? I mean, he sees Arsenal Football Club as a stock, an investment, you know? He owns it, and it's going to generate him X amount of money every year, and that way he can sit in his mansion in LA or wherever and just, you know, live the good life. And he doesn't understand football. He doesn't understand the passion that the fans have. He doesn't understand the history of the club and how much this means to so many people. And I don't think it's going to change until either somebody offers him exorbitant amounts of money or he dies, you know, like one day. But
so you don't think? I mean, what's his other? Because his other team in the LA Rams are doing really well at the moment, aren't they?
Well, I mean, he probably likes American football, and he probably thinks that maybe he'll inject some into that. Robbie, we saw the statistics of which Premier League teams, the percentages of how they garner their money. Arsenal is the only top 6 club that is a completely self-sustainable model. He hasn't put a cent, or a pence, I should say. He hasn't put a p into it. So, like, how are we expecting to do better if we can't even buy these big players? Like, that's what Troops was saying, I think, about how we haven't put in the same money that the other big teams have put in. Like, okay, yeah, we brought in Aubameyang for 75 mil, I think, and for me as an Arsenal fan, that was the best signing that I had seen, because, you know, before that it was really, you know, fuck all under Wenger. But yeah, I mean, I don't know.
So you don't think we'll see him at any time in the future be injecting money in, and you don't think you think that he just purely looks upon the club as just a stock? You don't think he's interested in?
I mean, I hope he does. I really do. But at this time, from what I've seen and from, you know, being an Arsenal fan for quite a long time now, I don't think so.
Can this team get in the top 4?
If we can find the form we had at the beginning of the season, and we go on another streak, I think that's a realistic possibility. It would be good to be in the Champions League again, but I don't know. I'm feeling 5th, to be honest. I don't want to be pessimistic, but I just...
Can we get in the top 4? You come from Norway, innit?
Yeah, I had to convince my mum and my whole family to come here. I travelled all the way. I spent a lot of money.
See, they were right. They were right to stay at home.
This was my first match watching Arsenal.
Yeah.
And I had to sit with the West Ham fans.
Me too.
Yeah, you're lucky. I didn't.
Horrible.
My friend told me, don't bring your Arsenal game. And I was like, okay. There was some old lady sitting beside me. So she was like, stand up, celebrate. And I'm like, I can't celebrate, especially when Nasri giving assist to 19-year-old to score. Of course I can't celebrate. And when Nasri was getting off and everyone was clapping, she told me to clap for Nasri. The biggest snake. No, that's not happening. So now
it was very poor today. I'm sorry that's your first game you've come to see, but can this team get in the top 4?
I hope so, and I wish. But at the moment, in the way Man U is playing, United is playing, it's kind of a sticky one.
Everyone's talking about Man U. What about Chelsea? They're in 4th place at the moment. Remember that?
The thing with Chelsea started good, and it was going back and forth. But Man U United started bad, and they're doing well now. And if they win Tottenham tomorrow, we're in a bad situation. And my whole family is United fans. So when I go back home, I will say.
Oh dear. What about you? Who else I've got here? Arsenal fan. Yes. Where you come from?
Denmark. And that's my first match as well, watching Arsenal.
All these first matches. Sorry, listen, it ain't always as bad as this. They were particularly poor today. Is this team capable of getting the top 4?
I mean, we've got to rely a lot on luck, because I think the squad is not good enough. But, I mean, Unai Emery is doing his best, and we got to give him some more time. And maybe see it till summer. Maybe we'll get some players from...
How many players do you reckon when you look out there, that you ain't got to name the players, but how many players do you reckon need to get rid of?
At least five. Yeah, at least 5 players. Because, I mean, I saw one like an interview with you and DT, and you're saying like when we sort out the attack, then we're missing out on the defense, and it's gonna stay like that because we're getting old players as well. So I think there's at least 5 players that need to go out, and let's hope like you get a player like Delight. Matthias Delight from Ajax. He's a good player. He's 19 years old. But yeah, man, I think we need to improve a lot with the squad. But we of course not going to get there because of Kroenke. So.